Guys, I'm back today with another video, but before I get started on all the details, please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you aren't subscribed to my channel already. And if you are subscribed to my channel, please make sure to turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Now, this unit is going to be brought to you by the company Myfirstwig, and I will be showcasing their highlight brown bob wig. Now, this is in a silky texture. This is also 12 inches in length. As far as the cap construction goes, this does have a 13x6 lace front area. You get 2 combs on the side, a comb in the back, your adjustable strap, and you also get the adjustable elastic band. I do have the deep bleach and deep ultimate pre-pluck hairline option. Now on the website, you can definitely do extra customization if you want the fake scalp. Also, they offer a pre-cut lace service. And this is the parting space area. It does come parted as a right side part. So if you want to move the parting space around, you definitely can. Noticing a bit of flyaway, so I'm just going at the top and also around the front of the hairline with my flyaway tamer. And then I'm just going to use my hot comb to press everything down. Also making sure to go over the top really well so that I don't have to worry about this looking humpy, because we want this bob to lay as flat as possible. Already see how well this lace is blending into my skin, so you already know we are going to do a glueless install. The first thing that I'm going to do is add some bobby pins to the side, that way the lace can lay down a bit better. And then I'm going to go in the front with this Nairobi mousse, and then I'm just going to comb that into the hairline. I'm going to do like a little swoop on the side, nothing too crazy, and just make sure that the lace is laying down really well. I'm just going to add my elastic band to the front, that way everything can marinate in and blend in well to my skin while I am working on styling the rest of the hair. This is a silky straight texture. I'm not gonna have to worry about doing too much. So running my flat iron through it was easy peasy. There were a few areas where I did have to go over it a few times, especially because I was noticing some frizziness going on. So I'm just making sure to bump those ends really good. I don't want to bump them too much, but just enough to where it's not super straight. Right here in the front, I was noticing that this hair just was a little bit weird, and that's when I noticed how thin it was, and there were some shorter pieces going on towards the back and in the front, and then there were some longer pieces like in the middle of that. Not sure what that is about, but I am going to trim that down because it just looks crazy. And then I am going to end up curling it just a little bit tighter, that way it can flow a certain way. And then I'm going to go back over the top of this unit with my hot comb, and then it is time to remove the elastic band. Everything melted in really well, just doing a few touch-ups. And now I'm just going to add some of my powder into the parting space. No need to add it in the front of the hairline because it's not needed. And then to make sure that everything stays nice and sleek, I'm gonna go in with my Sleek and Shine serum. Is the final look. Once again, I am rocking the 12-inch option. However, this unit does start at 10 inches, and then the longest length that you can get is 16. They also have this in yaki texture if you're not a fan of the silky texture, and this is the Indian hair option. Make sure you guys stay tuned after this so you can hear my final thoughts when it comes to this unit. Bob wig, it just never gets old, okay? Because you can get them in so many cuts. They can have highlights, they can be blunt, they can be long. They just never get old. Super easy for me to install this unit. You guys seen that I did a glueless install. So pick it up, put it back down. I didn't have to put any powder in the front area because the lace blends in really well to my skin. I did put a little bit of powder into the parting space area, but I wasn't heavy-handed with it, so you can definitely move this parting space around. If you aren't a fan of a right side part, you can definitely part this in the middle or the left. You can always do a flip over style if you don't even want to deal with any parting. Definitely have my pros and cons when it comes to this wig, so I'm going to jump into my pros. I love the density on this. When I turn around, it just looks super natural. I like the length on this because it hits me perfectly, and I also like the highlights when it comes to this unit. I did have to go in at the top and kind of flatten this down a little bit because it was feeling like a little bit thick up in here, but of course you can always add some heat or some mousse. I also like this silky texture. You guys know that I am a huge fan of yucky texture units, but with this silky texture unit, it feels really soft. Now, when I took it out of the package and I ran my fingers through it, it did feel a little bit rough, but once I added my heat to it, it definitely softened it out. I made sure to put some of my Sleek and Shine serum throughout this unit so it can help control frizz and flyaways. I like that this comes customized. The pre-plucked hairline is definitely on point. The lace blends into my skin and it's pretty much ready to wear. You do need to cut your lace though. And you also are gonna have to straighten out this unit, or you can add a few curls in. Have any issues with adding heat to this hair? So I wanna talk about my cons with this unit. I am noticing a lot of flyaways at the top. I had to go in a few times with the wax just to kind of lay everything down. I'm also noticing a bit of frizziness, but the frizziness to me is more like of a natural frizz. I'm like turning and trying to see, but it's more of a natural frizz, so I don't feel like the frizziness is out of control. It was just those shorter hairs at the top that needed to be laid down. The front of this unit, you guys see me trim down in the front area some of the hair. Like, it's really thin in this area, and I tried to cut it at the shortest point because like when I would move the hair out of the way, you will see little short pieces and then longer pieces. So hopefully they go in and correct that, because me personally, I like for my bob to be the same length. I don't like when it's thin in the front, but like I didn't have that issue on this side. It was just only on this side. So I decided to trim it down, and I decided to add a little curl right here just so that it wouldn't look wonky. It run across a little bit of shedding. And then as far as snags, I mean, I just installed this, so I'm not supposed to sit here and tell you, oh, I'm getting a bunch of snags, because I'm not. The hair is very easy for me to run my fingers through. I do feel like this one is going to be on the low maintenance side. You guys know with Myfirstwig, their caps fit me really good, so I never have an issue with the cap, okay? I added my bobby pins in, I added my mousse, and I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about it slipping and sliding. I don't have to worry about the cap bunching up in the back. How easy this install was, and I also like that this is beginner friendly, but for those who just don't want to have to do too much work, this is good for you also. And I feel like this is very simple. I feel like everybody needs a simple wig in their collection. Yes, I love my curls, yes, I love my waves, but you need that one wig that's going to be very easy for you to grab, and you don't have to do too much with it. Like I stated, I did have a little bit of cons, but let me know what you guys think about this unit. Are you feeling this one? If you are, I'm going to make sure to leave a link down below in the description area. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, turn those notifications on, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.